Greetings, dear viewers. We are glad to welcome you again on Alatra TV Middle East and education. So much meaning in this word for every person. And today we have students from Kuwait and India who will share with us how do they see education in a creative society, in a society where every person lives happily in all spheres of life, society which helps everyone to develop their best skills and talents. And dear viewers, if you would like to share your vision of the creative society, please share this video with hashtags Alatra Unites and Creative Society. And please leave your comments and suggestions in our live chat box on YouTube. And my name is Anya, and my co-host today is Valerie. Hello, Valerie.
Hello, and I'm so happy to be here with you today. Also, I would like to say for those who are watching us for the first time, I'd like to say that Alatra International Public Movement has been launched a unique project which is called Creative Society. So people from more than 180 countries of the world are conducted social survey to find out how people do envision the society where everyone would be happy and whether they want to live in such a creative society. Many inspiring videos you can find on our website. And today we would like to introduce our young generation, our dear guests from India. We have wonderful speakers of Global Ambassador Program organized by Global Talk Education in India. So, hello
Thank
guys.
you.
We we have
Hello.
Yogita, Dushant,
Greetings.
Varun, Manira, and Aaron Thomas. So very welcome.
Thank you. So nice to see you all.
Thank you, ma'am.
And now for beginning, we have some short questionnaire for every one of you. So we just would like you to share with us one word which you associate with the questions which we will ask you now. So this is just the first association which is coming to you. So please, could you please share what is happiness for you?
Happiness differs from every person, but for me, happiness would be music or utter satisfaction, which at times can't be possible through everything. But yeah, I try my best to stay happy and content myself.
Thank you.
For
Aaron,
me,
could you please?
happiness is, well, in simple terms, vacation. Nothing more happy for me than vacation.
Thank you. That's very nice. Yogita? Oh, Yogita, you just shared. Sorry. Varun, please you share.
Yes, ma'am. For me, happiness is freedom, a freedom to do anything and go wherever you want. So that's what happiness means to me.
Thank
Happiness
you.
for me
Manira, could
would
you please
be,
share?
yes, happiness for me would be contentment and helping others in any small or big way I can.
Thank you. Sushant, what is happiness for you?
Ma'am, for me, happiness is a buoyant contentment that one feels when our deeds do bring a smile on others' face.
Thank you very much.
Thank
Okay,
you.
we have one more question. The same, you can just say one word. You can try actually. What is creativity for you?
Poetry, novels, literature. All literature is creativity. I mean, how can I at times find myself astonished and talk to my parents about how does the minds of authors work this way? How can they produce these kind of poetry or novels, which is extravagant, and that always blows my mind. And that is according to me, the highest level of creativity.
You. What about Aaron?
Me, creativity could be summarized as expression. It allows you to speak whatever's on your mind, show what you feel to the rest of the world. Thank you.
Cool.
For me, creativity will be innovating new stuff. It doesn't have to be big. It can be anything, but innovating.
Manira?
On this, I will have to agree with Yogita because as a book lover myself, I think creativity is literature.
Thank you.
Yeah, and Sushant?
And Sushant?
Ma'am, creativity for me is the manifestation of true thoughts and something that we can bring into reality by our deeds.
Thank you. Beautiful. And the next question is, what is society for you?
For me, society is family, because family is what represents the society or is a miniature model of society that we grow up in. And they tend to define the guidelines the society have and bring us up in a way. So for me, family would be society, a familiar one.
Thank you. Aaron?
For me, society would be a support system. You've got everyone to look out for you, hopefully, and you look out for everyone else. It's all for all in this situation.
Thank you. Varun, please?
Yes. For me, society will be a big group of people, who are very diverse in their things that they do, but they're working collectively and, supporting each other in every way they can. And, that's an organization which is more like a family, but it also supports you in every which way it can.
Thank you. Manira?
I think society for me, in one word, would be an exam. I don't know, but I have to be my best. I have to do my best. I have to learn from my mistakes. And that is what society is for me. It's a test of who I am.
Wow.
Thank you.
Wonderful answers. Okay, and we have one more question.
Sushant and,
Oh, sorry, Sushant.
and
Yeah.
Sushant, what is society for you?
Ma'am, for me, society means the entire world, which has no limits, not just to human beings, but it also extends to all the life forms that exist on the earth because they have that bondage of interdependence with them.
Thank you. All right, and one more question. What is education? Yogita, I think we can start from you.
Yes, ma'am. Education, I think, would be ethics and manners, because that's something we don't try to understand. It's something important and plays a very big role in our lives. So it's not logical to think that education is something that we get through schools or through educational institutions alone, because there is world outside books and many other things too.
Thank you. Aaron, please.
For me, education is progress. Because without education, I doubt you could have any progress. Because we're all striving to be better in some form or the other. So how can you be better if you don't know how to be better?
Thank you very much. Who's going to be the next? Manira?
Yeah. I can
Varun,
go.
please, could you share?
Yeah. So education for me would be understanding how the world works and, having knowledge about the world to, excel in it and, finding your own interest and, being successful in whatever you like. So education is just understanding of the world.
Thank you. Manira?
Education would be towards life and experience, because life is a school basically. Through experiences, we can educate, we'll fail, we'll pass, everything happens through that.
Thank you. And Sushant?
Now, for me, education is the knowledge of how to live the life that is productive, the life that has certain motive in it, and education provides us that motive.
Thank you. So we got very wonderful answers. Just so nice, like we all are talking about happiness, which is freedom, which is satisfaction. And when we're talking about society, most of you said like society is first of all like one family where all people are uniting, where all people helping each other, and at the same time it's system of support. So as I understood, this help and unity between people, it's what will help all of us.
Yes.
And at the same time, education for all, it's understanding life, understanding, experiencing, to have your own experience, to understand how it's everything works. So all these meanings are very interconnected, and I'm very grateful to all for so wonderful answers. And also, we would like our viewers, please share your understanding. What words associating for you with education in creative society? And in the end of our broadcast, we will be very happy to see your answers. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you so much. And also now I would like to start with the first question to Manira. So Manira, can you please answer what is the best school or university for you? Can you describe it, your vision?
Yes. Thank you for asking. I think an ideal university for me would be an amalgamation of certain quality. First, I think should be the variety of courses and majors it offers. I would want to enroll in a university which facilitates double major curriculums. And further, those double majors need to be in disparate disciplines. For example, students shouldn't major in English and history or finance and accounting. It should be something like they should be required to major in English and finance and history and accounting. Because where one is necessary for a job, the other is necessary for other practical endeavors in future. And the double major combination helps to think differently, solve intellectual puzzles, and approach assignments more creatively. Then comes another factor which I feel is very important when it comes to choosing a university. That would be campus culture and discipline. I would want to be in an environment where the students, staff, and the professors, everyone is welcoming and friendly. The environment should feel safe to me. Handling negative attitudes and controlling any kind of misbehavior in the campus should be highly prioritized to ensure that the students feel safe in the campus and no student is bullied or abused in any manner. Discipline towards lifestyle, career, relationships, studies, etc. is something that the student learns in a college environment more than from anywhere else. If they have learned to be disciplined about everything, they will surely be successful in their lives. Another factor which is majorly overlooked and neglected is the qualifications required to enroll in a university. Now, those qualifications shouldn't entail a glowing mark sheet of straight A's or marks above 85 in every column. That should, I think, it should require the skills, the honed skills required for the profession, and the enthusiasm to learn, the passionate desire to create or learn something new and unique. There are endless personalities who didn't fare well in exams, but by choosing a career they love and working hard in that field, they have made a distinguished name for themselves. Lastly, the cost of the university. Obviously, it's rather presumptuous to expect that universities be completely free of cost, but it should definitely be affordable for a majority of people. An affordable university means the student will not have to take loans from the bank or work part-time jobs to make ends meet. I think that sums it up for an ideal university for me. So yes, thank you.
Thank you so much. You have really shared the main points, and so structure of the main points which is valuable for you in good university. And when you said about free education or education which should be available for all, so I would like to say that we have 8 foundations of the Creative Society, which were created as the result of thousands of social polls conducting from all the countries in the world almost. And in one of this foundation, it says that education should be free and equally accessible for all people around the world. So thank you for also making this wonderful point.
Yeah, all right. So probably let's move on to Aaron Johan. I would like to ask you the question. How do you see teaching in a creative society?
Well, teaching is generally considered to be the act of imparting, consolidating, and evaluating information from a well-versed individual to a pupil. In today's day and age, the practice of teaching is mostly reduced to extensive memorizing of facts and strenuous regurgitation. This system incurs significantly more obstacles than milestones in most students. In a creative society, this confinement would be non-existent. The environment it would provide is one where independent and diverse learning is encouraged. But we don't exalt students only if they score an A plus in math or physics or make the school football team, but exalt them for all the good that they do in whatever makes them happy. Where artists are congratulated for their art and musicians commended for their music. Where each child does not feel inferior because they can't understand calculus or thermodynamics.
Yogita from Kuwait, could you please say, how do you think, should be parents involved in the process of education together with school?
Yes, I do think it's completely important. And thank you for the question. Good evening, this is Yogita from Sami Indian Model School, and I'm really thankful for the opportunity that I've got today. And yes, I do think parents do play a very important role in education of children, because it's not logical to think that education takes place only in school, because there's life outside of school, and many social ethics and guidelines need to be mastered by students across the world so that they could sail the boat of life in a very easy way. Not only the parents, but the society, the friends, neighbors, everyone plays a huge role in the child's education. From the time the child is born, he's being educated in a way or so. But yeah, I do understand that not all parents can help students in their academic prospect or in the academic viewpoint, but they do play an important role in teaching them ethics and social guidelines, which are very much important, because academics isn't life. There is life outside of it. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Geeta. Yeah, now I would like to ask Varun Kakapwari. Yeah. Which profession will be created in the creative society which do not exist yet? What do you think?
Thank you for asking, ma'am. And hello and good day to everyone. So, professions in the creative society. Now, we know that the world is continuously changing, and new things and better things are created every year in all aspects, whether it be phones, machines, they just keep getting better and better each year. And this is carving a path for a lot of new professions, especially in the creative side. So, in my opinion, new professions that will be coming up soon, which don't exist yet, would be AI, advanced AI designing. And since we are trying to create new forms of AI and implement it in a lot of different aspects, so I think creativity will come out in that as well. Because I can share an example. Amazon is, they have opened a store in Seattle where they have kept the stuff on the shelves, and people just there's no one working over there. You just need to go in. As soon as you pick up the thing that you want from the shelf, the AI scans the bar and adds it to your cart, and you have to add money into your Amazon account so that when you leave the store, it automatically gets transitioned. So the money is transferred to the Amazon account, and they have it now. So you don't need to do anything. That's AI. So I think creativity will definitely come there. Since we are also trying to make an AI which can, make its own decisions, have feelings, and learn from its environment. just like a baby growing up, like a human baby growing up, but it'll not grow up physically, just mentally. So when this is achieved, I think a lot of different creative professions will come up surely. For example, just like YouTube is very popular recently. We are currently streaming on YouTube. So this has provided a lot of scope for, and a lot of new professions for individuals. Who would originally go to film industries and make movies and write, produce. So now they can, if they don't have the degree or the ability to go into that sector, they can just start on their own. It's very easy. So a lot of new things will be coming up, and I think that's a very interesting question you ask. So I can go on speaking, but we have a time limit. So thank you.
Thank you so much for your answer. It's really different new professions can come in our world, because many new ideas, many new creative ideas are coming every day. Thank you.
Yes.
And I would like once more to return to Sushant and try to connect you. Could you please say something if we can hear you properly?
Hello, Mom, can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you now. So could you please answer our question about the evaluation system in school?
Pardon for inconvenience, Mom, but actually your voice was distorted when you were telling me the question. So can you please repeat it?
Yes. How do you see the evaluation system in school so that students will be motivated to learn and develop their best skills and qualities?
Okay, Mom. So for that, the best answer is the traditional Indian education system. Because in the traditional education system, the students were taught how to live the life. But now I think the education system is just regarding how to score. It's just regarding how to compete in the exams, etc. But they don't tell that much education that was there in the times of our Rishi Munis, when the education was regarding how to live the life. For example, the kings were taught how they have to live the life. So I want the traditional Gurukul system to be, again implemented, so that the students will know how to live the life in the ethical manner, how to live the life in a proper manner that will yield something for the world, and that will not be just concentrated around getting good jobs, etc. Thank you so much for asking me the question.
Thank you. Thank you so much for your answer. And I just would like to remind our viewers that we're also waiting answer for our question in the small questionnaire, how do you see the education in a creative society? And we are looking forward to see the answers. And now we have one question for all our speakers. Could you please say, so how do you see the creative society? A society in which every person lives happily and peacefully, society which develops the best skills and talents of every person. Could you please share your vision? So, Munira, could we start with you?
Yes. I think the idea of this society that we have created, it's a society where there would be no judgment. People wouldn't be judging other people, and there would be less negativity, no judgment, and crimes would be less. Obviously, everyone works in harmony. There are no hard feelings, no grudges, no greed. Proper education system, obviously, because that is very important. And yes, I think that is what matters the most, how people behave with other people. Because in everyday life also, even if we say a small thing, it might just hurt them or make their day. Just a simple thank you or sorry can change a lot of things. So I think that in a ideal society, in our creative society, people should live in harmony. We should be kind to each other, we should be helpful, and we shouldn't think of our ulterior motives, that okay, if I help her or him, what will I get out of it. It should be more about helping them to be a better person. It should be more about encouraging them. And after that happens, obviously you form a bond with a person, and that person trusts you. It not only helps them, but personally it also makes me feel good about myself, when I help a person. Just even a small thing, when I help someone, if they say thank you, this was really helpful, it makes me feel like I have made a difference in someone's life. And even when I ask help and someone helps me in something, I feel like, okay, I am eternally grateful for that person, no matter how big or small the help is. So I think people should focus more about giving, about being more selfless and being more helpful towards everyone. Kindness, compassion, gratitude, everything, all those things are very neglected in the outside world. That should be inculcated in people in the creative society. Thank you.
Thank you so much for your answer. And also would like to share a vision of the creative society.
A society in which humans realize what we actually were, humanity, where humanity is dying these days, and we need proofs to prove that humanity is still alive. But I would really like a society, or our ideal society would be where people remember their ethics and values, where people remember what they actually were, and they are not here to compete, because life is all about sharing and caring. And when we care for others around us, we help people and we remember our ethics. And as humans, our duties should be fulfilled. So, ideal society would be a society where people live in peace and harmony with each other, respect others' opinions, and at the same time stay connected to their beliefs and their roots and celebrate their own identity. Wouldn't that be a colorful and ideal and perfect society? It sounds like a dream, but I'm sure it's going to happen very soon.
Thank you. Wonderful words.
It's so nice to hear the words like that. Yeah, and I totally agree with you, actually. All right. Who else wants to share his vision?
As the way a creative society goes, in theory, the way it's been described, sounds almost like an unattainable utopia, in my opinion, that is. The way it works, you can't expect everyone to always be joyful and happy and caring, but with these guidelines that you can implement, you can expect a reduction, a significant reduction in that case, for all these situations. You will expect lower crime, lower intolerance, lower judgment. But neglecting the fact that these exist, that is not possible, because in the end, we're all human beings, correct? Everyone feels a bit selfish here and there, a bit judgy from now and then. But all in all, the creative society would try to minimize these elements. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Aaron. And also, I would like to say there is actually all depends on us, right? So we have to take this responsibility on us. Okay, so who else wants to share?
Yeah, I can.
Please.
So, creative society. First of all, the education part of society. I think this needs to be changed. We should focus on more on honing those skills which we need to attain success in life, and not focus on marks, because I think that marks do get you into whatever you want to be, the careers, the colleges, but then those skills, those skills and the knowledge that you have is what makes you differ from others, and that's where your opportunity lies to gaining success. And I think the other thing is that the society needs to be more accepting, like everyone else pointed out, not being judgmental, more like a family. After all, we are all humans, and we all have different interests and different creative a lot of different types of creativity is in there. So I think that's another thing that we should promote, like teaching and developing those creative. If I have a creative skill but I'm not even I'm scared that what will people think, like I can write a book, but I'm scared, like if I write a book and then my friends will tell, "Are what are you doing, bro?" So I don't want that. I want to express myself, and I want to be free. That's what I said, like freedom and happiness. So I guess a creative society and an ideal society would be all about that.
Thank you very much. We have one more question for you guys. It is a question for all of you. So what do you think, which simple actions could you contribute to make our society better? Who wants to answer the first one?
I believe ingenuity would suffice that question. The way we strive to be better in all aspects doesn't happen unless somebody comes up with an idea first. No one thought you could move across the sky back in 1800 until the Wright brothers decided to start an airplane. It all starts with the thought and the seed that is planted within each of us. I mean, we're mankind after all. We keep progressing every year. Well, every day you could even consider. But ingenuity is the core for all sort of principles like these.
Thank you.
I can
Yogita,
go
what do you think?
Yeah.
Sorry.
No, it's fine.
Yeah, so probably Varun, you can answer, yeah?
Yeah. So I think acceptance and promoting people who are not you're not, they don't have the ability to do the same things as me. They don't have the opportunity. Like if I can help someone out, because of financial reasons or other reasons, because I can do that, and I need to be selfless. We all need to be selfless, and I'm saying because if I want to see a change, I need to be the change, and we all do actually. So I think, yeah, acceptance and being selfless and showing others love, giving them importance also, understanding them, understanding what they want to say, what they want to convey through their messages, and that's it. I think that will help a lot.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, so I think a single action that can change the society would, I mean, they can be many things that can be done, but a more practical and simple solution would be realization of the impacts of the actions of people. If people just realize what they're doing, when they start judging people on where they criticize people, when they realize that how it feels to be done so, when how it feels to be put so in such a pressure or through such criticism, then people would stop doing it. When they realize what they're supposed to do as fellow human beings, as fellow society and people in the neighborhood, I think society would turn into it'll be heaven on earth, because people realize how they are feeling and how they will feel if they were in the position, and would start helping others. And that's exactly an ideal society that we all wanted.
Thank you, Geeta.
Thank you, ma'am.
I'd like to express my views and say that I agree with Yogita and Varun both, because I think that people need to be more accepting, obviously, and the realization part. Both of them are equally important. If people realize their mistakes, they won't do it again. And there shouldn't be as many norms and rules and ideals that are set in today's society, that okay, there are still a lot of places where it's like women can't drive, or women shouldn't do this, or women shouldn't do that. I'm sorry I'm getting into this, but I'm a hardcore feminist, so I'll have to say it. So if society was a bit more accepting with these issues, that okay, women can do it, they should be educated, they should be allowed to work, they should be allowed to drive, they should be allowed to do everything that a man does, it would solve a lot of problems. Because even though the generations have evolved, and even though there are a lot of people being more open minded and educated, there are still those conservatives, there's still a majority of population that still believes that okay, a woman cannot do a certain thing, or she has limits. There are things that if I were to do something out of the norm, they would just be skeptical and judgmental. They wouldn't instantly warm up to the idea that okay, she can go out of the normal routine and do something else. If I am good at science, people would expect me to pursue the field of medicine, or go into the science field. But if I'm also good at literature, and if I pursue that, people would look at me and say, what? Why are you wasting your talent on this? But they should be accepting that I'm doing what I want to do. I'm pursuing English because I want to do it, not because I'm lacking in science or I don't have the courage to pursue medicine, and it not because my family told me no or something like that. They just need to have an open mind, and they need to be more sympathizing, more helpful. People need to stop looking at others' action with a judgmental eye and just be accepting that, okay, do whatever you want. It's your life ultimately. It's not, we don't live for people. In a way, yes, we should, because we should help them, but ultimately it's my decision what I want to do. They shouldn't be so judgmental of everything that I do just because I'm a girl. That's it, I guess.
Yeah, I totally agree that we have to be, we need to accept, and also we need to respect each other. Then I think
especially women.
Yeah. All right. Yeah. And what about Sushan? Do you have a good connection now? Can you answer this question, Sushan?
Yes, ma'am. Can you hear me?
Yeah, we can.
Well, thank you so much, ma'am. So according to me, the best effort that we all need to understand today is to realize as well as implement the principle of Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam. It means that the entire world is one family. When we realize the fact that the entire world is one family, we all are the children of that Almighty, then of course all those conflicts, all those evils that exist in the society would be automatically eradicated. And yes, we'll enter that stage of a society that was once considered utopian. In today's world, it's considered utopian. But yes, if we'll understand this principle of Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam, we will make sure this utopian principle can also be brought into reality. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Sushan.
Thank you. Thank you all for so wonderful answers for the questions. And I would like to say that all the points which you have voiced about freedom, about unity between people, about helping each other, about humanity, understanding, to build such a society where every person will feel comfortable and happy, we need to be united by one goal. And as the basis, as the pillars for making such a society, there were created, as I mentioned before, 8 foundations of the creative society. And I would be happy to read and to say about these foundations. So the 8 foundations of creative society are human life, human freedom, human safety, transparency and openness of information for all, the creative ideology, development of personality, justice and equality, self-governing society. And our viewers, if you would like to know more about each foundation, please visit our website, allatraunite.com. And also, I just would like to ask one more question, which is related to education, that nowadays, sometimes they raise the question, like students don't have much motivation in studying and learning new things. So could you please shortly share what motivates you and what is your motivation in education and in studying? So could we please start maybe with, who would like to start?
May I?
Yes, please, Munira.
Yes. So this actually question, I take it personally because I am a person who cannot rote learn anything. I can't mug up things. I need to understand it in my own way. I need to make shortcuts in my head, and I need to just understand the concept first, because I cannot for the life of me mug up. So I think that if the educational system, if the teachers were to present knowledge or prepare children for exams in a different way, it would motivate them to study, and it would motivate them to learn more, mostly. Because I have been with classmates who mug up everything, and they even excel. They end up getting in 90s, and they end up scoring really well. But sometimes when it comes to recruiting the students for other things, like for example, in a school, in my previous school, there was this girl who was the topper of the class, but when it came to choosing the head girl, they chose another girl because she was a better leader. She had the patience, the qualities it took for becoming a leader. So I think children should be motivated to learn in a different way. They should be motivated to learn through what they want to do, how they want to learn, project based or research material or through debates, discussion. There are a number of ways, but definitely not tell them that okay, this is the answer of this question, learn it, I want you to score full in the test tomorrow. That is definitely not the way, because every time that I have heard that from a teacher, I just come home and I be like, yeah, okay, whatever she said, I'll just copy it from someone else, it's not interesting for me anymore. But if it's a debate or a discussion or even a quiz, I'll be a little bit more enthusiastic that okay, at least we should research and see, because I am getting a chance to speak. I don't have to mug up the same generalized answer. I'm getting a chance to present my views in a different way. So that is what motivates me to study and to learn. Thank you.
Thank you, Mani.
Thank you so much.
Can I go next?
Can I go next?
You can go.
Yogita, please.
Yeah.
So I believe a society where people will be motivated to study is when they follow their passion, when they believe what they want to, right? And so they don't have to worry about what others think or what others' opinions, whether their actions would satisfy everyone. You cannot please everyone in this world. That's the rule of life. You cannot please everyone or everything. So you please yourself, because ultimately it's you who's going to. And I completely agree with Munira, what she said. And I also believe that people should practice something or study something which they think can be applicable to the society outside and can help people. It might not be a good pay, but I don't think bungalows and cars are everything that we need in life, because I think living a luxurious life is not as equal to as helping others and getting the joy and seeing smiles on faces of people you don't even know, and helping strangers who aren't even related to you. That kind of studies which can help you do that and promote that is something I would motivate students around to take up. Thank you.
Varun, could you continue, please?
Yeah.
What is motivating
So,
you?
motivating me, I guess the environment that the teachers create in class, it's a very fun environment. And, sometimes the class gets boring and, we are only learning from the textbook and just, it's going on. Teachers are teaching, they're explaining. We're, okay, sir, right, yeah. But then sometimes the teachers get excited also. And we have a lot of fun classes. Our physics sir gives us a lot of cool examples. They consider us students in examples. Then everyone's eyes are up like, oh my God, he took our name. So we need to pay attention. And then we eventually end up understanding what he's trying to teach us, and we also have a lot of fun. So that environment that the teachers create. And one more example is in our English class, every month we have 2 or 3 discussions in which a panel discussion in which all students are participating from a class, and that's what on current affairs. So we get to learn more about the current affairs, and then we can put it in our writing skills in the paper. So we are learning something and we're also having fun. So I think that's what motivates me, the environment that the teachers create, really.
Thank you. Aaron, please.
In my opinion, motivation, it's similar to what the previous speakers, Yogita and Munira, had stated. Motivation lies with your desire to complete a goal. Now, I believe that in order to be motivated for your education, you should have a self-goal. For example, it could be you want to make a difference in the world. Unless you're willing to spend every single moment of your waking day in effort of trying to make an impact, I don't see why not. Unless you're motivated by what burns inside of you, a desire, unless you have that, I don't see how you'll be motivated for anything. If I want to go meet my friends, I'd be motivated enough to hail a cab. Similarly, if I wanted to learn how to fly a plane, I'd be motivated to go to flying school. So motivation is basically underneath the desire. Unless you have the desire, you won't be motivated for anything.
Thank you. And Sushant, can we hear from you? What motivates you?
Yes, ma'am. The motivation to me is really brought by a quotation, a famous quotation that rightly says that education is the weapon that can change with which you can change the world. So yes, education. Whenever I think about education, the basic concept that comes into my mind is that how I can use that education to change the life of others. What is the fun of my education if I'm not able to applicate in reality? So we have to be assured. The thing that motivates me to pursue education is that I have to learn the facts. I have to learn the things so that I can bring a smile on others' face, and we can achieve that objective of happiness that yes, this is creative society really has, bringing smile.
Thank you very much, Sushant. Actually, thank you all guys for these great answers. And now we would like to see what our viewers answered to our question. In the beginning of our conversation, we had a question: would you associate with education in creative society? So our viewers said, so we can see these words. So it's like trust, practice of learning need, effective, challenge, innovation, useful, affordable, accessible, knowledge, experience, humanity, and peacefulness. Yeah, actually, I feel like that's everything what we were talking about today. Yeah. Thank you so much. I would like to say that it was really pleasant to have this nice conversation with you, all of you guys. And I would like to say that, I really happy that we had this conversation and we can talk about, we can speak about, we can share our opinions. And let's start to build this creative society by simple actions, by our thinking in general, to make our world better and better.
Yes, thanks to
Yes,
all
ma'am.
of you. Thank you for
Thank you,
sharing
ma'am.
your
Thank you very much.
ideas.
Thank you,
And
ma'am.
I think if we will take just all these ideas which were discussed today about all your vision, how you see society, how you see happy society for every person, how you see education, motivation, and I think it inspires many people. And if we just practice all of this every day, each of us, then definitely we can make society where we feel like one family, society which will support each of us. And I just would like to say, our viewers, if you would like to know more about the Creative Society project and join our discussion, share your opinion, how do you see the Creative Society, please visit our website, allatraunites.com, and fill in the small short form, join us. So we will be able to reach you, we will be able to invite you for our conversation and hear your opinion. How do you see the Creative Society? And the faster we all understand what we want, the faster we all unite by one goal, we can really make it our reality tomorrow. Thank you all, and please share our video with hashtag #AllatraUnites and Creative Society. And thank you all for being with us today. See you next time.
Thank you.
Thank you. See you.
Thank you for having us.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you so much for the opportunity.
Thank you, everyone.
Thank you very much for having us.
Thank you so much.